You've heard it a million times, the age-old investing advice of buy low and sell high. But when the markets suddenly lose value, what can retirees do to avoid having to sell their invested funds at the new low price? When the markets enter a downturn, the bills keep coming. And since most retirees no longer receive a regular paycheck, they may have no choice but to sell their assets to provide for living expenses. The catch is that invested funds are not worth what they used to be. The retiree will be forced to sell those resources at the new low price. This means that in order to raise the money needed, they are forced to sell more of their shares to raise the same amount of money. What may have been worth $100 is now only worth $90 or $80 or $70 or sometimes even less. And once shares are sold, they're gone for good. So when the market starts making money again, the spent funds cannot recover. This is a permanent loss and can be very dangerous, especially early in retirement or for prolonged bear markets. These events could prevent retirees from maintaining enough savings to fund their full retirement years. This is commonly referred to as sequence of returns risk. So, what options do retirees have? Well, many financial planners and their senior clients are looking at ways to lower monthly expenses and/or find alternative sources of cash flow. The first strategy is to reduce retirement expenses without sacrificing quality of life or daily necessities. Jamie Hopkins, head of retirement research at Carson Group, states, "One way to reduce monthly expenses might be to pay off a traditional mortgage with a reverse mortgage. This could substantially reduce the monthly outflow of cash. In other words, retirees can exchange their home mortgage for a reverse mortgage. The difference? Since no monthly mortgage payments are required with a reverse mortgage, there is less drain on the retiree's budget. Less outflow equals less reliance on invested funds." A second strategy is to use a reverse mortgage to help improve cash flow. With a reverse mortgage, it's possible to increase monthly cash flow tax-free with scheduled payments. This also relieves stress on savings. Having an alternative cash flow can be especially important when invested funds are diminished. In bear markets, Dr. Wade Pfau, a professor of retirement income at the American College of Financial Services, advocates deploying a buffer asset, or an asset that is not part of invested funds and is not correlated to the market, to rely on when the market is down. One of these buffer assets is a reverse mortgage line of credit. Since the value of the reverse mortgage line of credit is not correlated to the performance of the investment markets, and in fact actually increases over time, it can be substituted temporarily for draws from the investment portfolio. A reverse mortgage line of credit helps to reduce the need to take distributions from the portfolio when it's in trouble. In fact, buffer assets like a reverse mortgage line of credit can support a higher spending rate with the same level of portfolio sustainability. Avoiding distributions from a weak portfolio can be extremely powerful, as seen in this chart from Dr. Pfau. The thin dark blue line at the bottom of the chart demonstrates that without a mitigation strategy, by taking consistent distributions every year, the portfolio is eventually exhausted because too much of the portfolio had to be sold in bear markets to keep up with expenses. By skipping a year or multiple years of portfolio distributions following bear markets, the portfolio remains intact and may even significantly increase over time. In this example, the heavy dark blue line, where no distributions were taken from the portfolio following all 4 bear market years, would have left the retiree with 4 times the portfolio from where it started. Even being able to skip distributions after just 1 bear market year has a significant positive impact. Additional information also contained in Dr. Pfau's book on reverse mortgages. For people aged 62 or older, owning a home can be their most valuable asset. To learn more about how you can incorporate housing wealth into your retirement planning strategy, please know that we're here and always ready to serve you.